Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I did say in my last video, which was my May Boxycharm unboxing, that I would follow up with a try-on video, basically trying on the products that we received in this month's Boxycharm. Now, if you did watch the video, you'll know that I wasn't necessarily in love with this, and in fact I was kind of disappointed in the palette. I have used it so far all this week, and I still have a very strong opinion on it, but yes, so that's what I want to do. Hence I only have my eyes done because we didn't get any eye products this time around. So we are gonna move forward and start this kind of try on video. So what I have been doing all week is I have been mixing my Temp 2 highlighter with my Makeup Forever HD. So all I really do is do 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and then obviously I just shook it just in case. Shake a highlighter and put a couple drops in there and just mix it up. So that's literally all I have been doing, and I do like the finish that it gives the foundation. It does give it a really dewy finish, and I'm not one to like dewy finishes, but I must admit that I fell in love with it, and it's really simple. It's not like a very complicated or time-consuming situation. So yeah, I've kind of formed a habit of it. I'm gonna use the round brush that we received from Crown Brush in our Boxycharm box to blend it all in. I have not used this specifically for contouring. I don't necessarily like a very harsh contour, so I mean, not always. So I've been using it just to blend out my foundation, and the reality is I've been sucked in. I think I may be one of the last people to kind of get on that same round brush bandwagon. And it's funny because my friends were like, well, I thought you didn't want one. I'm like, yeah, but I tried and I kind of fell in love with it. So I like that it does give you that flawless finish. It's easy to blend out your makeup, and I don't know, it's not as awkward as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I figured the brush would be good, but in terms of blending, I thought it would be an issue, and weirdly enough, I have not reached for my beauty blender ever since I tried this. That means a lot coming from me, because all I use is a beauty blender, sometimes a brush to buff my foundation in, but this has done it all. I really do like the finish, and I don't have to follow up with the beauty blender to kind of blend out any streaks or anything. I'm gonna try mixing the highlighter next time with another foundation, because I know for sure mixed in with my Makeup Forever it is amazing. If you haven't tried it, you should give it a try. Let me know if you like that, but I have fallen in love. It gives me that healthy dewy glow. I'm gonna go ahead and add some concealer real quickly. I'm using the NARS, what is this? What do they call it? Because it's a really long name. The Soft Matte Complete Concealer. This one's in the color Ginger. So I'm just gonna apply some of that under my eyes really quickly, and then I'm gonna use one of the powders from the contour palette we received to set it. Okay, now in order to set this concealer from this IB Beauty palette, the highlight and contour palette, I've actually been using highlight number 2 mixed in with highlight number 1. More of the 2 than the 1. I find that that kind of works with my complexion. I haven't tried number 3 just because it's a little pinkier than I like. So I've just been mixing the first 2 colors. I find that it does set my concealer pretty well. The only issue I have is I get some creasing with this powder, which is weird, and I'm assuming it is the powder, because with my Laura Mercier or my RCMA No Color powder, I don't get that, which is weird. So I'm assuming it's the powder. I don't know why, but I do get some creasing right here in my fine lines, and I don't get that usually with my everyday powders. So that's one downfall, but aside from that, you know, if you want to do just quick makeup to run out the house and do some errands, This powder does a pretty good job. I just don't like the creasing. I don't know who likes creasing. But it does highlight your under eyes and sets your concealer okay. Now the problem that I had with this palette is that these contour colors are not necessarily dark enough for the ladies who are darker complected, which is part of the issue. Not everyone is going to be able to contour with this. Worst case scenario, use it as an eyeshadow palette. So I myself was questioning whether or not these colors would show on my skin, because when I did the finger swatch, you couldn't really see much of anything. So I was super disappointed. I did give this palette a try several times, and it's okay. It's not my go-to. I've been mixing contour 2 and 3 to get somewhat of a contour, just because contour 3 looks pretty muddy on my skin, and then 2, it's almost like a bronzer. It's not dark enough. So I'll mix both of them in, and then I'm just going in just to kind of, and I know maybe in the camera it really looks like a big deal, like it's doing something. To be honest, it's really not. When you look at it in person, you're not seeing much of a difference. I'm just genuinely not in love with the palette. I want to give it another shot, so I'm going to be using it again for the next week and see if maybe I do fall in love with it. But yeah, I'm not feeling it. And the last items we received in the box was this angled eyebrow brush with a spoolie and this eyebrow trio by the Brow Gal. I have been using the third color, and that one has been working perfectly fine for me. I do like this brow product because you do get 3 shades, so you get a nice variety. That being said, I don't find anything that special about the trio. If you don't have one, this is an amazing one to get. If you already have one, stick to the one you have. It's your basic eyebrow product. Now, when we're speaking about the brush, I do find the brush to be better than the one I already have. I have 2 different brushes. I like how thick it is. Even though it's very thin, it's thicker than the one I currently have, and it does pick up a lot of product, so it fills in my brows very quickly, very easily, and it just does the job properly. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up my face using products that were not in the box, such as blush and a lip color, and I'll be right back. So yeah guys, that is all for the video. This is the look that I was able to come up with utilizing the items that we received in our May Boxycharm subscription box. I will stick to what I initially said, and these 2 I was really excited to use and are currently my favorites. Like, these may just be my ride or die products maybe for the rest of the year, and that takes a lot for me to be able to say, because it's just like I'm already thinking like 6 months in advance, right? I really did fall in love with this brush. I want to get a whole bunch more. I think I want to try to go and get the whole set. This highlighter is amazing. I have a whole bunch of liquid ones, but this is my favorite. I need to run and get myself a backup, so I'm going to do some research immediately as soon as this video is done, because I need to get backups. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and till next time, bye guys.